And hello, what is up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Fun Speculation Podcast in the PM Ultimate. That should just be the name, I guess. We'll see if anybody else hops in tonight. But right now, as it's been actually, except for I think we had one of our shows, we actually had a couple people hop in our first show back. It's been almost like PM in the PM here with just Pong Soul and I, which is cool. But we are back, and thank you all for tuning in. We did not have a show last week. I had too much going on. I did have a impromptu stream there on, I think it was Tuesday night, where just got some stuff off of my chest after seeing the week's worth of crazy discourse going on social media as usual. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. And we are going to have a fun show today. And we're joined, as always, by the other half of what was PM in the PM and is now part of this show, Pong Soul. What's up, Pong? How's it going, man?
I'd be impressed if you could remember that name that you just created.
Fun Speculation in the PM Ultimate.
Okay, I want you to keep rolling with that. You got to keep saying that over and over again. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday evening over on the Fun Speculation Network. What a slow week of news, at least.
Yeah.
Normally we get something breaking on Thursday, but we are definitely in the classic summer kind of doldrums of gaming news. There is just not a whole lot going on. We're going to find something to talk about. Chad, obviously get involved too. If you guys got stuff going on, let us know. I'm currently kind of in the gaming doldrums myself because, again, I just don't have a whole lot of time to play games. I feel lost kind of, but at the same time, I got so much going on. It's like, okay, well, this is just the way it is. But got to shout out a game this week that I did pick up for $10, and shout out to Boom. But I had played it on Steam as a demo, but Boom was promoting it all week this week. Boom's calling it Game of the Year. Now I ain't gonna go that far. Boom can certainly get hyperbolic and dramatic sometimes, but Boom is loving this game. And I gotta say, the game is Greedland. And I gotta say, and because I had played it on Steam, so it was on my wish list. I played the demo. It was definitely something I enjoyed. But now playing the kind of full game, and I don't even know if this is considered the full game because on Steam it still shows early access. So I don't know how they're doing this with the console release, but I picked it up on Xbox because it was on sale for $10. If you like Vampire Survivors type games and you like roguelikes, okay, this game, sure, it follows that formula. Obviously, especially go look at Boom's tweets. He's posted a lot of video, and on his shows he's been playing in the background too. So yeah, it looks like Vampire Survivors as far as the action on the screen. You recognize it.
Right.
But as far as the game itself goes, okay, no, this is more modern graphics, obviously. This is dudes in suits, which I'm going to get Steel to probably try this game because I don't know if he's seen it yet. I know he's got a lot playing too, but these are dudes in suits and dudettes in suits as well. And you got to open up the different classes, and they all have their different unique, and some of them do look like Spartans, right? Some of them look like something else from a sci-fi film. But you can power up each of those armored suits on top of it. There is a massive list of weapons. Those can all be individually powered up as well. Then you've got mods, which are a grenade launcher that you pick up or whatever, your specialty weapons that you pick up along the way. You got your main weapon and then you got all your specialty abilities, like in Vampire Survivors be like your garlic and that kind of stuff. So you've got a whole list. There's got to be 15, 20 of these mods. Those can be all leveled up as well, that you buy, that you pay for as you earn points. And then you pick up specialty items also on the field, right? And then, if that wasn't, I shouldn't say the mods. The mods are something different, but you got your secondary weapons. I'll just call them secondary weapons. Then you got your mods, Mav. And now the mods are list after list of like increased rate of fire on all weapons or increase rate of fire on all secondary equipment, I guess they call it, for your secondary weapons. Increase damage by each point you add to this by 5% on each weapon. They have this huge list of mods, and on your character, you have a certain amount of mod points, so you have to select and choose what mods you want to use. And that even includes the UI that's showing on the screen. The UI costs a point or 2 points, depending on what it is. And you could pull that off and play with no UI whatsoever, no radar if you want to spend your mod points elsewhere. And you have to expand and buy more to expand out, and that only happens as you level up. All of this stuff is locked behind levels as you level up. So there is a ton of shit to earn in this game, an absolute ton. And they've got 3 big giant areas that you go to. I think the first area's got a total of, I want to say 12 or 13 different mini areas, parts of the map that you go to. The mission, they've got mission-based stuff in there, which earns you more experience points and earns you more of these, chips or money, whatever you want to call it, currency, I guess, that you can earn as well. So you have to complete certain missions to level up. And then as you complete those missions, you're also earning extra bonus shit. This is actually a very deep ass Vampire Survivors game. And I'm loving the hell out of it. And again, like Boom said, for $10, and I think PTK Blam also posted about this too, posted about the genre in general. If you are a fan, and I should tell you this, guys, too. If you tuned out right away because you're not into auto battlers, right? If you're not into auto battlers like Vampire Survivors, where it just automatically shoots, Mav, you can turn that off in this game, and it goes to being a twin stick shooter, and your guns overheat. So you have to pay attention to the overheating, but it becomes a normal twin stick shooter. In fact, Mav, it plays, when you do that, it plays similar to the first Helldivers. That's what it plays similar to when you turn it off. Yes, it's similar to that. Smaller areas, but same concept as that, because you are absolutely in control of your weapons. It's a twin stick shooter. You could turn off lock off. You could turn off all this kind of stuff. So it's customizable game too. So if you're not into that auto battler system, but you want to play something that's like that with loot and all that kind of, you could turn that shit off and play it like normal twin stick shooter. It's great. So Greedland is the game. It just appeared on console this week. Again, I think it still might be 20% off. You'd have to go check it out. But great game. I've already put a ton of hours. Again, quick and easy in and out. Again, when I've got 30 minutes to an hour before bed, like that's so simple. Just quick in and out, get a couple runs in. The main missions as you're playing through are timed. So you have a time, and then, your ship comes to pick you up after that time expires. There is an unlimited mode as well. So you can play to your heart's content if you just want to keep going forever. So it's good shit though. It's really good shit.
I love games like that. This is after I saw y'all in the post about it, and it's definitely something I want to check out. I've been into Tony Hawk quite a bit.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. This one's it's way better than the 1 and 2 to me, just personally. Like I'm getting into this one way more. I don't know what it is. It's just grabbing me for some reason. But yeah, Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remastered, absolutely amazing. Been kind of hopping around playing that off and on the last several days. Still into my racing games right now, super into that. Ended up installing even a couple of different racing games on PC that had recommendations for it. I never really got into Assetto Corsa before, and but it's like $5.
Tough.
It's old.
Can be.
But I decided to go ahead and get it because supposedly there's a shit ton of mods and stuff like that for it. So I went ahead and did that. I haven't invested into the modding aspect yet, which I think I really want to do and need to do just because of the way that the game is set up. So I'm planning on doing that. Another one I had been trying out is called Beam NG Drive, which is like a physics-based car game where you just kind of drive around, and it has like insane physics for like if you're in an accident or something, like it's like realistic, with the way that the body like crumbles in and all that shit. So I've been trying different stuff like that, man. and it's been having a good time with it. Yeah, but main thing lately has been kind of mixed between Forza Motorsport and Tony Hawk lately, and just been having a blast with that. I talked quite a bit the other day about Forza on my solo stream. It's kind of stuff I want to see for the future of that, and kind of curious what Xbox's plans are with the future of motorsport. But we'll see Horizon 6 possibly next year, so potentially some awesome stuff there as well. But yeah, man, I'm just really into racing right now.
I get it, bro. I've been working on the 20th anniversary of Forza, that special races that they got set up for each Forza.
Yeah, for all the cover cars.
Yep, for all the cover cars. Yep. It's dope as hell. I'm on the Ferrari right now, so
nice.
Having a blast with that too. Yep.
Yeah, I think I've done the first 2 of that.
Okay.
I want to launch the game and just see like, oh, here's Pong Soul's car that he's using, and go walk up to it and be like, hey, I want to just like click on this car and like race against you on like whatever tracks you've been racing and try and beat your times in that car. It's just like cool stuff like that. Like I just want them to like kind of throw the community aspects in my face a little bit with Forza Motorsport instead of being kind of locked behind those menus and stuff. But yeah, man, I think on track still, comparatively to all the other racing games out there, still on track. Like Forza Motorsport beats anything else for me. Off track, I think other games do some things better for sure. But yeah, so much stuff.
It's good.
So much stuff to look forward to as well, Pong, coming out soon. And so there's an Ultimate Game Sale right now that just launched. So I started looking through that, and a couple things already caught my eye. I was thinking about getting the expansions for Age, but I don't know which one to get the expansions for, because
I've got them all, bro. I bought them all.
There's 3 Age games that I'll kind of dabble between. So Age 2, Age 4, and also Mythology. So it's like, which one do I want to get the expansion for? Yeah, I'm gonna end up having to get them all because
I took advantage of that last sale during the Age anniversary, and I caught up and bought all the rest that I didn't have. Especially Age 2 had a couple that I did not have, and I think I had bought the Age 4 ones because those just came out a couple months ago. But yeah, I had to catch up on my Age 2 ones, so I picked up those. Yeah, it plays so well now too. Age 2, they did so many updates to it, Mav, even compared to when we were playing it. Oh, it's so good, bro. It's so good now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always been.
Yeah, I really want to I want to play all this stuff, but it's like, okay, like time wise and stuff is like, what do you really have time to play? And I was actually considering getting a wheel set up.
I saw you ask some people for advice on that. Yeah,
but it's like, if you like, because I want to play Gran Turismo, right?
It should come to PC.
Yeah,
they haven't done it yet.
But like, so I was trying to find out if there's a wheel that you could use between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And like, somebody made a suggestion. Forza Irwin made a suggestion, because he plays a shit ton of racing games, obviously. So you pay attention to suggestion. So he suggested a wheel. Like, okay, cool. I'll go look it up. $1,000 fucking dollars. $1,000 for that setup. Yeah, okay. I think I'd rather get 3 cheap wheels, maybe, instead of that one. But yeah, it's crazy, man. That racing world is insane when you start looking at some of the accessories and stuff that you have with it. But yeah, I just really invested in that for some reason right now. Shout out to Alvin, member for 37 months. Says Greedland, you say? Okay, you sold me. Looking forward.
Good. Get it, Alvin. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he sold me on Greedland too. I got to check it out.
For $10, bro. Come on. I mean, it's just it's throwaway money, but it plays extremely well. There is some little bit of stuttering on Xbox Series X if you're. It has to do with the auto aiming, but it comes and goes. It's not that bad. So whatever, and it runs probably at between 40 and 60 frames consistently. So they could optimize it better for sure for console compared to PC, but it still plays great. So no issues whatsoever. No issues for me, at least.
Something else I've been considering. Oh yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, if you were done with your game, I was gonna say, before we get on to anything else, I just want to let everybody know too, for PC gamers out there, because I know the community's getting more and more PC gamers like us, Mav, that are dabbling. And for you, Mav, if you don't mind going to the Epic Game Store, okay? If you don't mind going to the Epic Game Store, if you're not a Steam, whatever you want to call yourself,
A snob?
exceptionalist, snob, exceptionalist, whatever. If you go to the Epic Store, Civ 6 Premium, wait, is the premium? Which one is it? What's it called? Platinum bundle, which is $80. So it comes with a bunch of the expansions for Civ 6. Civ 6 and a massive amount of the expansions is free on the Epic Game Store. So that is the free game right now. That's hundreds of freaking hours for free.
Yeah.
So dumb. So dumb. Anyways.
It's always crazy deals like that, man. Like,
yeah.
It's awesome games given away for free left and right. Just nuts. Shout out to
go outside of Steam.
So yeah, something else I was kind of wanting. I haven't seen as much hoopla about it this year, which is College Football 26.
There's problems.
What are the problems? I haven't seen.
In classic EA fashion, Mav, they do something really. I mean, there was problems with the first one. Don't get me wrong, and we are talking about the hardcore players here, Mav. We're talking about the people who are putting in hundreds, thousands of hours. Okay, so they're seeing everything, right? And these are the people that know the ins and outs of both Madden and now college ball, so they understand like the AI on a different level. Okay, these people are ridiculous. However, this year, in classic EA fashion, took a step backwards in performance from last year. The AI got worse, Mav. The AI got more cheating in some instances. And the actual game itself and like glitches and performance issues is actually worse than last year's, according to a lot of people. So people aren't happy. That's what the read I've gotten. Now, again, I am not on social media like I used to be as much, but that is the read I've gotten from people. There's some good things that they've done, Mav, some improvements, but like I said, just like Madden, it's one step forward and 3 steps back.
Yeah,
like that's what it is.
I wonder if part of it, and this is just me speculating a little bit, because I played quite a bit of College Football 25. Right. A lot of what you're describing, I experienced with College Football 25, but I, is like kind of expected it or whatever. I wonder if people kind of ignored a lot of that last year because it was just like, oh, college football's back. And there was so much excitement about that because College Football 25 in general was a lot more bare bones comparative to like Madden as far as like features and things. And I noticed some weird things with some of the bugs and AI and things like that. But nobody was really talking about them too much, and everybody was just talking about how awesome it was. I wonder if that the love affair that, oh, hey, it's back, people are starting to pay attention and stuff now a little bit more instead of just focusing on, oh, this is so cool, I can play these kind of plays now, but I couldn't do in Madden. Maybe, or it could just actually be worse. I don't know. I haven't played 26 yet, but the sad thing is with sports games like that, the annual ones, they generally don't get updated very well throughout the year as far as bug fixes and performance issues and stuff like that. Sometimes they're more about balancing of like, hey, try and like get rid of some cheat plays and things like that throughout the year. But as far as like actual major issues, they tend to not do that because they start working on the next fucking game so quickly. Right? They start working on the content and then they get caught up with trying to make all the content for the Ultimate Team stuff, so they got all their hands in all these different areas, and like the actual updates for the games as far as issue wise kind of get a little bit left for the wayside, but you'll see those improvements in 27 probably. So we'll see. But yeah, I think NBA is coming out soon as well next month. This is sports game season right now, right? So you have next month is Madden, and then the month after that you would have basketball, and then you'd have hockey. This is like the 4-month swing of massive sports titles. Somewhere in here too, you'll get the soccer game, EA Sports Football Club, I think is what it's called now. I don't know, but
We didn't need FIFA.
yeah,
Remember?
guess not. that's what they thought.
That's what they thought.
Yeah, lots of stuff coming up. Hey, we'll get into that later, I guess, because that'll be the main topic.
Sure.
Hey,
where do we want to go?
There has been not a whole lot of news. However, it seems like the last couple of days has been the resurrection of some ghost in the graveyard of Xbox news.
It's true. Yeah,
is something we've kind of noticed is I think kind of maybe partly because of the news of all the layoffs that happened a couple weeks ago, and then now you have news people trying to dig into like what's going on with different titles and all this other kind of stuff. Now all of a sudden you have news regarding games that we haven't heard about in a while, and one of them is Contraband.
Yeah,
we'll get into the other surprise in a little while, but Contraband actually published by, at least as far as we still know, published by Microsoft Game Global Publishing, I think, with as a partnership with Avalanche. Something that was announced in 2021, something like that. It had a great reveal trailer that was kind of a CGE thing, and we didn't really know a lot about the game, but it kind of generated some excitement because it was a brand new announcement. And that was the last we've heard of Contraband, except for people talking about it occasionally, trying to say, hey, yeah, we've heard this or we've heard that. But yeah, we've actually had some more substantial news, Pong. And it seems like it's still ticking. It's still going, and it's going to release. Supposedly.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're hiring.
Yeah, they're hiring.
They're still hiring.
Yeah. They're hiring for what was it? A
product lead.
Product lead. So that sounds like something that's more of like, that's not like creative design or anything. It seems more something as far as like sales wise and getting it out there, published like that.
The
that
position.
Kind of
you want to know what the the position is? Okay, I got the position right here. You ready?
Yes.
This is direct from the actual application. As the product lead for Live, you are responsible for the player's acquisition, engagement, retention, and monetization strategy of our Live service. You will own the product vision for Live, optimize player value for our Live KPIs, manage a small team of product managers, and lead marketing, community, and analytics for the project. You will also be a key stakeholder of the development team on new Live game features. Obviously, they're using Live in general here. That's what it's called, Live Contraband. It's just they're, that side of it. New Live game features, content, and platform capabilities, and represent Live towards our publisher. Your primary focus will be prioritizing the development roadmap and ensuring all releases meet their targets. So yes, this feels like they are ramping up because they need a product lead to figure out the roadmap for the continuation, the content, because this is going to be a games as a service, obviously. So yeah.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So I wonder if it'll be free to play, or if it'll be a premium like games as a service title.
By the way, Mav, this also does. But this does actually confirm. It says Contraband, our upcoming AAA co-op open world action game and new IP published by Microsoft Xbox Game Studios.
Okay, so it's still published by Microsoft Xbox Game Studios.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, it's one that survived there with recently, and
not ZeniMax, but this one.
Yeah, and now it makes me wonder, like how. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of these games were just announced right when they were like.
Bro, they were in a concept phase.
Yeah,
some of these by the feel of it, like a lot of them were like. It's kind of crazy. I was thinking about that today when this popped up too, man. It was almost the exact same thought I had. I was like, how soon were they announcing this shit? Holy cow, man.
Yeah. And I remember like a few years back, Phil Spencer was like, I think we need to start announcing games sooner, closer to their release. So there was like less disappointment if there's like issues or delays and all that kind of stuff. Whereas like
this year.
Yeah. We're still like seeing these games that were announced in like 2020, 2021 and stuff go through these like news cycles or whatever of like, hey, we're hiring for this position, but there's still no actual like trailer for the game or no information or whatever like that. Contraband is one that has been talked about quite a bit from the community aspect, because I think that original trailer generated some genuine excitement with the car game made by the Max Payne developers, right? Like that sounds awesome enough as it is, right? That published by Xbox, and then the whole concept supposedly was going to be like a heist thing, and with car combat and multiplayer and all this stuff, and it kind of still seems like that's what it is. But I wonder, maybe if, hopefully, we could be looking at a 2026 release if they're getting to the point of figuring out the actual pipeline of after release content. Now they got the kind of, hey, we've settled on the main concept, the main game. We're to this point now. We got to figure out how to make sure that this game is supported properly after it's released, and
Correct.
that would be something you would think they would have started it earlier. But at least they are thinking about it now, not after the release. I guess I don't know, but yeah, Contraband. You still excited for it?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I was never super hyped for
Right.
Contraband, other than the fact that their teaser trailer, they used Steely Dan, which was freaking amazing, and it was
Yeah.
perfect. So that's freaking awesome. We've always kind of had an interest in this. I want to see what we haven't seen anything. Like we've heard from Jez. Jez had probably the biggest breakdown of the game at one point, like 2 years ago, of the focus on cars, but there'll be more to it than that. And think of a heist type game set in the 70s, right? And it sounded like drug running because they said it was on some Caribbean islands at the time, right? However, that was all going to play out or work. I want to see if that's like still stuck around or if they completely changed it. But yeah, I mean, again, as much as I can be excited for a co-op, I mean, again, we've had some great co-op games come out that we've really enjoyed playing together and that kind of stuff. So I'm always up for trying these out. But I've got to see it. I mean, again, it's been so damn long, Mav, and
Yeah,
I
we've
don't
never
know what to
seen a
expect anymore.
sliver of gameplay or anything like that.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Zero.
So
Not
it's
even
hard to
artwork.
be too excited for that. I think it's more just
Yeah.
like, we know the developer, we know the kind of things they've made in the past, partnership with Xbox, Game Pass day and date. Then you have the concept of it sounded pretty cool from the announcement. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that we get to see it at some point. I mean, Gamescom's around the corner. I don't know how much they're going to show at Gamescom, but I do think they'll have some stuff there. They tend to kind of, Xbox has been doing this thing where they show up a little bit bigger at everything, generally late in the last year or so. So who knows what to expect from that. But the biggest surprise, it was not even the Contraband thing, Pong. The biggest shocker of the resurrection of the ghost or graveyard of Xbox games that were announced in the past that we have not heard about in a long time was one that I think it was actually announced way back in 2019 or 2020
Yes.
with the actual it was one of those games that was shown with several other partnership games. Remember, it was at the show
Game Pass day one.
Yeah, and it was like this whole partnership showcase. And that game is ExoMecha. So like ExoMecha returns from the fucking grave of not having made a post or anything in years. And now
I've got the exact date, Mav, by the way, if you want to know, because I tweeted at them in May of 2024. I tweeted at Twisted Red, who are the developers. Their last tweet was March 9th, 2022, when they did a development update. And I think this is interesting since we're going to talk about this real quick. So on March 9th, 2022, this is the update that they gave. They posted this. It looked like a a piece of paper, obviously how they do like a notice. It says development update. Since last year, we've added a lot of new content, but we believe we need more time to polish our game. They were talking about polishing in March of 2022, Matt. Polishing. We need to
It's a
polish
lot
our
of
game
Chrome.
and also prepare for some post-launch content.
Wow.
Yo, this extra time will let us realize our vision and meet your highest expectations. We will announce our new release date as soon as we can. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. We look forward to sharing more about ExoMecha with you soon. Twisted Red. And I had retweeted that, quote tweeted that, and said, hey, hi, Twisted Red Games. Been a minute, over 2 years. Was randomly thinking about ExoMecha, wondering if you guys were going to be in LA on June 9th or really anytime. Would love to hear and see from you all. Know a lot of people who would, and they never liked it. They never responded, nothing, of course. But they've been silent since March 9th, 2022, when they said they were going to polish and work on post-game launch or post-launch content. Okay.
And then here we are.
It's a long ass time, Mav.
Over 3 years later.
3.5 years.
We have an update. They said, first off, there's a trailer. This actually had a window of release at the end as well. Q1 of 2026 is when we could expect ExoMecha to appear. Potentially.
Okay.
I will see if it makes that date. I am very skeptical right now, but we'll see. But they're still doing a Kickstarter, apparently.
Right.
They posted a new trailer which had a chrome mech dragon in it.
Yes.
Which was pretty cool. This trailer still didn't really tell me what the game actually plays like too much, because it seemed like it was more of just like an action-y kind of trailer. I don't know if it was actual gameplay or if it was just kind of hopeful, wishful thinking, but we'll see exactly how it looks when it releases. It looked pretty cool what they showed, again, just like it did back in the day, I guess 3 or 4 years ago.
We were blown away back in the day, if you remember, man.
Yeah, because it
was like, is this real?
It was ray tracing the game. Yeah.
Yes.
It was ray tracing the game. It's just reflections everywhere.
Reflections everywhere. Yeah. Everything. Bright chrome.
Yeah.
Giant mechs fighting each other. We didn't know if we were going to be able to control the mechs. They never did show that. But giant mechs, remember the vehicles everywhere, shit flying overhead, things go. We were like, is this freaking, are they going to be able to pull this off? Like, I'm wondering, was that actual gameplay or was that they were shooting for that? And that's why they had to take this much time. Like, because that seemed for a team that we don't know much about who they are, pretty damn ambitious at the time. Like, now I can't wait. Like Steele said, the DMs 3.5 years later since they last said anything, basically 5 years from the first time they ever showed it off, going on 6 years, this thing could look totally different or be in a completely different place than it was when we first saw it. Like, this could be like come out and blow our minds.
Yeah.
However, the tease, like you said, Matt, with the dragon did kind of remind me of that initial trailer. It was just a quick clip, so there's not much to say about it, but the dragon looked cool. Of course, it's still chromy, it's still reflective. I just want to see what this is now playing like. It looks damn cool.
They go into, because when they made this post, they kind of made a couple posts underneath it as well. The person said, I was a solo developer for so long. Can you guys help us to be popular on Reddit, gaming, etc.? Please share on other social medias and tag your favorite content creator. Tag the biggest Titanfall fan you know. And then they went on to tag Moist Critical, Jeff Keighley, the Game Awards, and somebody, I don't know, this is Stone Mountain 64. So yeah, they're trying to market in the best ways they can. I don't know if this is still a Game Pass game, but they did hashtag Xbox, hashtag PC. But they do have it is on Kickstarter. And so far on the Kickstarter, they have reached $741 of the $100,000 goal. So the $741 is a little shy of the $100,000 that they're asking for.
They might have to promote a little bit more.
May just have to promote more than just tagging a few content creators and making a single Twitter post. Possibly. So we'll see what happens with it. Supposedly they are, like we said, shooting for a Q1 2026 release, but the stretch goals on there says 100K ExoMecha funded. Well, since making this post, it didn't seem like there was a lot of fire on that Kickstarter, and they only have 10 backers, and there's 29 days to go.
Phil, go kick in 99,000, would you? Just come on.
Yeah.
Just cut them a check. Okay, 99. They've been gone for long enough. Just cut them a check for 99 grand.
Yeah,
I think you guys can find that.
Chump change.
Get it done. Yeah, just get it done. Come on, man. It is wild though, man. It is crazy. I thought it was. At first, I thought it was fake. Right. At first, I was like, no way. Like, there's no way this is the actual post from them. I'm like, because they've been stone cold silent. Again, this is not how you promote a game. Like, even if you're going to go like, okay, we got to go work on this game for 3.5 years, you are radio silent completely. Not a single update. People asking you, because I've gone and looked at their mentions before. People have been asking them through the years, hey, really liked what we saw. Is this game still alive? Are you guys going to actually make it? Not a single response that whole entire time. So I totally thought that we were being bamboozled. I totally thought that somebody had made a fake account or somebody was making up this fake shit and somebody was pretending that ExoMecha was coming back. And then when I, obviously looked at it and verified, okay, well, no, it's actually real. Like, I could not believe it. It literally was like seeing a zombie come out of the ground. I was like, no fucking way. Like, this is really still happening. And I'm excited because I liked what I first saw and I want to see more. So again, shiny chrome Transformers with first-person shooting like Halo and all sorts of explosions and shit going off on some alien freaking planet, especially if you could get into those big giant mechs and fight. Now you're adding chrome dragons. Okay, well, yeah, you got me. I mean, this is just the fun bullshit games I love. So let's go. You got me excited. I need to see it though. Need to see it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll see if it ever happens. Like I said, I'm still skeptical, especially with what I saw when I clicked on their Kickstarter.
Sure.
But the goal isn't crazy that they have, so maybe somebody goes out there and helps fund it again. It seems like they kind of lost potential funding from wherever they had it before. I don't know. This was originally
maybe that was Xbox. Maybe they pulled it.
Yeah. Oh, was it a Game Pass title to begin with, or was it just at the show?
No, I'm pretty sure that was.
Or maybe it was a free-to-play game to begin with.
Maybe that's what I could have swore we all talked about it because it was like, again, it was right in the beginning of the console launch.
Yeah, it was like before the consoles even came out, I think.
Right. Or it was
it was at the showcase that the original first showcase that they had that everybody shit on because it didn't have any first party stuff there. Really, it was like just a bunch of third party stuff. You had that other game that was made by that solo developer show up at it as well that ended up eventually coming out.
That actually turned out to be decent, not as good as everybody thought, but decent. The first the Chinese the one from China, right? The first person shooter that looked really dope. From a single
it had the main character was a girl, and I remember Jasper going like whoa, and he saw like the skimpy outfit or something. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was the second time we had seen it. I don't remember. Infinity Blade, is that it? Infinity Blade? No.
Nope.
Fuck, what was that game called? My computer's wigging out on me here. I don't know what's going on with it. Bright Memory. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, thanks, Prince Green. Yeah, Prince Green.
Oh, Prince Green. Good save.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Bright Memory. Yep.
Yeah, and then they had like the bigger release, which was like Bright Memory Infinite or something. Is that it? Yeah. So yeah, ultimately, trying to fix my camera. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, ultimately we'll see if anything ends up happening with ExoMecha, but it was crazy all of a sudden to see it. So in the same week we have actual Contraband news of a hiring, and we also have news of ExoMecha. Anyway, so pretty crazy. Now, this has been, like we said, a light news week, Pong.
Yeah.
But there is some stuff to look forward to. And in fact, there's stuff to look forward to. Xbox kind of made a post hinting at some of the stuff to look forward to soon.
Yes. They did. Crystal ball.
Yeah, a little crystal ball post. It was pretty interesting, and it caught your eye specifically.
Yes.
And you had shared this in some of our DMs. And the post was, it appears your future is full of games, right? And it's tap the orb to ponder the future. Clear backlog now to welcome in the new, right? Well, I'm going to read off some of the games on this list, and you tell me if they're releasing this year. Okay? Or they're announced to be releasing this year. I'm going to read off some games. High on Life 2. I think it's announced to be releasing this year.
Yes, it is.
Persona 4 Revival.
That's the one I got to look real quick. If that was actually, I thought it was Persona 4 Revival. Hold on. Let me see if it released. Can't remember. I thought it.
And these are third-party games too. There's two sections.
There's two sections. There's a first-party section and a third-party.
Yeah.
That is scheduled to release after April of next year.
Okay.
So that one is
next third party. That's releasing.
Yep, that's the third party.
Some of these I don't. The Ghost and the Grand. I think we just had we just had an announcement of that one. These are the third party ones. I'm going to focus on the first party ones at the top. Fuck these third party ones.
Yep.
Because I said, like, I don't even remember what Resonance is or Keeper. Oh, Keeper was a Lighthouse game, wasn't it?
Resonance ones is the cool one that we saw with the girl kind of that desert world, but she's using magic and weapons at the same time. Looks like a cool ass action game. It's the Plague's Tale, the spinoff from Plague's Tale.
Spinoff for that.
Yeah.
Keeper is the Lighthouse game, I think, that was Double Fine, right? So that one's actually first party. That's in this other group. But anyway, I'm going to focus on the top 6 games. The top 6 games on the top, because these are all like bigger first party titles from Xbox. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Grounded 2.
Yes.
That's like releasing this week?
That's like this week.
Yeah, something like that.
Or next week, something like that. Whatever it is. Yeah.
Gears of War Reloaded.
Yep.
That's in August, I think. Same time as Helldivers 2, I think, is releasing on Xbox, right?
August 12th.
We got Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yep.
That's this year. Outer Worlds 2 this year. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 7 this year. So there's 6 games in this block. Those 5 are all within by November. Right? The next 4 months, really. And then there's an anomaly sitting there, Pong. There's an anomaly sitting there in that 6th spot of those big first party games. And that I am referring to is Clockwork Revolution. Now, Pong, you have been one that has been very suggestive for a while that we could see that game, or maybe optimistic is the right word.
Optimistic.
That we could see that game sooner than we think, because it was just announced not last year, the year before last, I believe. And then this year, man, we got a deep dive look at that game on that trailer. I mean, that trailer stole the showcase, if you ask me, for Xbox. I mean, we got a lot of gameplay. We got a lot of in-depth stuff. It's almost like a little mini, hey, this is what this fucking game is. Get excited, go play it. Like, it was that ready looking of a trailer. I mean, it almost looked like a launch trailer. Like the structure of it seemed like a launch trailer almost, just how in depth and deep it was.
Correct.
But did we get a window at that or anything for Clockwork Revolution?
No, remember I just had the
coming soon.
What did it say? I can't coming soon, but it had something or like oh God, there was a specific way they said it because I was kind of annoyed with it too. But anyways, but no, they did not give us any release window. They just kind of said, "Be patient, like it's coming, like it's around the corner or whatever the case may be." Like they just basically said, "Wait," and they'll be giving us the
Right.
release date later. So yeah.
So
I
maybe
can't
they meant
remember what
later
it
this year
said.
they'll be giving us a release date because
Right.
that game is listed up with these other 5, right, in this
Yes.
block
Yes.
of games.
Yeah.
And do you think your post was like saying is this suggestive in a way of like that this might actually be sooner than later, maybe Q1 of 2026 at the latest, possibly? Like,
That's
what's your thoughts on Clockwork Revolution in this post, Pong? I
yeah.
mean,
Even if it doesn't, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say it's like fitting it there with those are all coming soon titles.
Yes, obviously, and they're all first party, so it makes sense why they split
And
it up.
even the third
And
party ones, the latest ones would be some point in the first half of next year.
right, and High on Life is like early 2026, right? It's like
Right.
February, I think it is.
Okay.
High on Life 2 is actually early 2026. So yeah, again, it makes sense. And shout out to HR Bomber too. Shout out to good old Bomber. He hit me up too underneath my post and shared with me Xbox Game Pass on June 8th. Mav had also made this basic same post saying play day one with Game Pass. And there they said you'll be booked and busy with games this year, but they had this same list of games just in a different format. So they had posted this previously as well, including Clockwork Revolution. And I think my speculation was, you know, that it possibly, if they needed it for this year, that it was ready to go. I think this game certainly has been ready. I think all they've been doing is spit shining this game non-stop. In Exile, and again, one of my favorite up and coming studios. You can go back and listen to all the times we talked about all the Xbox studios years and years ago. You will hear me sing the praises of In Exile because, again, their writing, their world development, their character development. Take any of the first party studios you want, name any of them. In Exile's writing, world development, and character development is up there with any of them. Pure and simple, hands down. Wasteland just isn't a game for everybody. Isometric turn-based RPGs are just not everybody's thing. But if you played them, you understand what I'm talking about. So I've been waiting for In Exile to do this breakthrough. And my point being was they got so active on social media, and they're one of the funniest groups of guys to do social media posts because they've been big supporters of all the first party stuff in Xbox anytime a game, and even third party stuff. Anytime a big game's releasing, they're going to make some shit posts about that game where they do a little skit, and it's absolutely always freaking hilarious. In Exile is dope. But I always thought they were ready, man. And even if it doesn't hit this year, even if we look at this and you know, and I had forgotten, again, shout out to Bomber for sending me that they had made a post like this earlier this year in June, but which is a month ago. But when I saw this, I was like, oh man, this does still fit into something that we have been talking about, Mav, is that if it's not going to be the end of this year, and again, they don't need it this year. They're full. They've released so much. They're even putting more shit into Game Pass now. They're cutting more deals. RoboCop just showed up in Game Pass. That was never scheduled, but they got the first RoboCop game. Of course, it's helping that team because they just put out the new RoboCop game, but that was never scheduled. So they cut another deal just to get a great game that people praise the hell out of that I just bought because it's been on ridiculous sales. They put that in Game Pass. So they don't need it this year. But it did always fit, man. We all, I think, were kind of on board that this is the first party game out next year, especially now that we know Gears of War Reloaded is this year. Clockwork Revolution is going to start Xbox's year next year as far as first party big games go. And we know, even with the cancellations, they still got a full slate next year, especially how Phil alluded to the fact that Halo, Gears, and Forza are all going to be there next year, right? So that on top of the anniversary, they're loaded. Plus, we know they have Fable. And then we've got Clockwork Revolution. And of course, they might have I just lost it. Of course I did. My brain sucks. Oh man, give it to me. No, Zombie. Why can't
State
why
of
can't I do
K3.
this? State of Decay 3
Yeah.
might still be there too next year. So they are jam-packed next year, even with the cancellations. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like even with the cancellations. But I think Clockwork Revolution is going to slide right into that first slot out the gate map. I
Yeah.
think this could be January, February. Um, you know, maybe they wait to do their right into the new year like they have been dev direct, which we all love, and this is the big game, and it's a surprise launch. Not saying shadow dropped, but it's a surprise launch within a couple weeks after they do the dev direct, and they do a big blowout on Clockwork Revolution. But I think this is going to start their year, and from what we have seen in this game, especially at the showcase, Mav, this might steal like a lot of early thunder for game of the year next year. And I'm not being hyperbolic. Yes, I am being biased because I love In Exile. But what we saw out of that trailer map, if this team pulls off this whole time traveling thing, and it is now confirmed, you will be able to go back and change almost the entire game around depending
Yeah.
on what you do in certain time periods. And you will be able to see those differences as you move forward. This game potentially will have infinite replayability to some degree. This, again, knowing In Exile, and again, the characters and the acting we saw in the trailer this summer blew my mind, Mav. And the level of detail in this game, this could be that early game of the year type situation where Xbox comes out swinging and it puts In Exile on the map like they always should have been.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are going to step and take notice. But I think this is going to be a great way, even if it doesn't surprise as a Christmas surprise this year, which again, I'm not expecting it. I just always said it was possible if they want to drop it. Then I think next year it starts. It starts that avalanche again next year with a banger out the gate, as the kids like to say. So I think that's where they're going right now. Yeah, Bellatone. He says I'm more hyped for Clockwork than for Outer Worlds 2.
Thanks.
I'm hyped for both because I love Outer Worlds and I love watching that deep dive that they did this year, some of the changes, and that they are honing in more on the RPG aspects of Outer Worlds. So I am really excited about Outer Worlds 2. But if you had to ask me right now which one I'd rather play, Bellatone, I agree with you. I am more hyped for Clockwork Revolution, especially after the showing at the showcase. It looks freaking amazing. BioShock with time travel? Yes, please. Let's go. I'm all in.
Yeah, I kind of find it interesting too with like the just that list of games, because like if you look at 2026 like you're talking about, or games that we already know are 2026 are supposed to be aren't on that list, you know? So like Fable, I mean, Phil said Gears would be there next year, you know, so I think Gears of E-Day is 2026, right?
Yep.
Like you mentioned State of Decay 3, I think we can expect that probably next year. Forza Horizon, although they haven't officially announced that game, so they wouldn't have a box art to show for it, right? But out of games that already have been announced, the ones we think are coming next year, that one, to put that there, to me, alludes to sooner than later, right? So yeah, I think you're on the money. Is it out of the question to be a surprise 2025 release?
I don't think so. I think if they wanted to, they could drop it.
Yeah. I mean, the focal point at the Direct was Outer Worlds 2, right? Because they had the Outer Worlds 2 Direct, which that's going to be an awesome game, I think. The Clockwork Revolution trailer, I think, kind of stole the show, but for me, there's no reason to think it's not possible or feasible with how that Clockwork Revolution trailer looked, that we couldn't even potentially see a surprise release date and announcement later this year if 2026 is as stacked as we think it could be. But like Pong was saying here, I think early 2026 is probably the more realistic and feasible thought process with this. So early 2026, to have the cadence of games go from everything we're getting this year to roll right into that would just be an insane thing. And then especially knowing the other stuff that we're supposed to be getting next year, as well as potentially new hardware and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah, Clockwork Revolution, Looked absolutely awesome, and if it launches around that time, I think it'll be kind of perfect. So we'll see, man. Shout out to Free Bear. Hey, welcome to the Speculators. I appreciate you joining back up there with the Speculator train. You're absolutely awesome, and thank you for the membership. Shout out to everybody else in the chat too. We got lots of awesome people here, Punk. So we got Cyber Gunter here's hanging out, Talos Ray, OCD Gamer, Ballantone, Nate Dog, Be Nice, Matt McDonald Media is here hanging out. Calorie, what's up?
Calorie.
Fahim Scott, what's up, Fahim? How's it going? Let's see, we got Thatch. Let's see, we got the Dr. Dinglenut, one of my favorite names to say. Let's see, there I already got Ballantone, I got Be Nice. Shout out to you guys. OCD Gamer said, Free Bear just got the membership. You guys are active, man. I see a lot. When I see a lot of the same names talking back and forth, it means you guys are chit chatting with each other. This is cool. Prince Green, shout out to you. God Emperor Sofa King, how's it going? BT Maverick 707 here hanging out as well. Fuzzy Tomato, not to be confused with Fuzzy Belvedere. One is a Belvedere, one is a tomato. Shout out to you guys. See Truth Serum here hanging out. Ron Slusher is here. Andrew Cullinane here hanging out. The one and only Boss Mod Lethal Papa. Snooky Jackson, how's it going with you? Let's see, Mr. Waffles. Let's see. So we got Buzz here hanging out. Alvin was here earlier. He used his member for 37-month message earlier in the show. Rob C, what's up? E Ranks, what's up? Let's see here. And then earlier chatting like crazy was Boom in the chat. He was here hanging out early on the show. DS Omen, what's up? Leonard Herrera, Eastside Vandal. I mean, lots of awesome names here, and glad that you guys are all here hanging out, watching the show. Masshole 1977 as well. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for watching the show tonight. And yeah, despite us being away for a while, it's cool to know that, hey, you guys found us again. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, there's legendary Yobi, the one and only, as well.
The legend's here. Let's go. Yeah.
Def Leopard here hanging out. Well,
Masshole. Let's go, Masshole.
Yeah. Jay Suede.
Sup, nerd?
Sup, nerds? Man. Yeah.
God, Emperor Sofa King. I see you dropping in.
Something else I wanted to mention, Pong, is, and this is, man, I'm inspired by you for this show because I'm referring back to memories of posts and things you've been talking about. Something else that I was thinking about, because today is the launch day of a game on Switch 2. The Donkey Kong game. I can't even remember what the fuck is it called.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah. I see you too, Brett Bingham. What's up? So I wanted to read this because you made a funny comment about this. So this was an article from VGC, and they had said Donkey Kong Bonanza director says he's aware of occasional performance issues, prioritizing fun, is what he says. So he says that he's aware of performance issues, but his decision was to prioritize fun. And your comment was that imagine any other dev publishers saying this,
right?
Besides somebody making a game for Nintendo.
Well,
and just they would be absolutely crucified to make excuses for the performance in the name of fun. I don't know. Imagine, like I'm trying to think of the next big Xbox game. Imagine we're just talking about Clockwork Revolution, right?
Yeah.
Imagine Clockwork Revolution comes out and it has performance issues. It runs like shit and stuff. And the dev comes out, hey, we're prioritizing fun. What do you think all the articles and everything out there would be?
Yep. Basically, don't worry about the performance. We're just more concerned about you having fun. in 2025 after all the articles we've seen
with new hardware too, brand new hardware,
brand new hardware
supposed to be showcasing, this is more capable. We're able to do these kind of games in a better way and stuff now. And performance issues, hey, we're not worried about it. We're just worried about fun. Our games may run like shit. Who cares, right? Nobody said anything, Pong.
Oh, but Mav, they did in their reviews about the performance issues, not in handheld mode, but if you dock this thing, supposedly during boss battles, especially, but it does happen throughout the game, we're talking about frame rates dropping so bad that it becomes nearly unplayable at points to certain reviewers that had it docked.
Which reminds me of
this is going along with reviews that again gave them a 9, Mav.
Yeah. Right.
We have talked about this throughout this generation as we got in a couple years and we started noticing a pattern. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, no different. These journalists in the review space for video games will give certain IP or devs or publishers passes when it comes to performance, and other ones will be absolutely slandered and bombed into the ground, depending on if they like you or not. And of course, Nintendo being the king of all fan favorite likings, they get a pass. They get a pass. And again, it's not in handheld mode. I read through some of the reviews. I didn't read through every single review. But the reviews that I did read that mentioned the performance issues, it was always in dock mode. But is dock mode a part of the console, Mav?
If it's a console, it is.
Is that
right?
part of the Switch 2? Like, is that like not supposed to count? Like whether or not a game performs well, both on the go, even if you want to say that 80%, 90% of game time on the Switch is on the go for most people, it is still a part of what's supposed to be judged. And it is unacceptable for other games to have hiccups, to have performance issues, especially frame rate drops that cause a problem actually playing the game. Much like we saw Pokemon games forgiven for running at 10 frames, literally 10 frames and forgiven. This continues forward, Mav, to the Switch 2 because it's Nintendo. Even though Nintendo has now proven themselves to everybody who has any type of ears, any type of sight, any type of awareness that they are the greedy ass corporation, the same as Xbox, the same as PlayStation. They are no freaking different. And in fact, they treat their fan base in some instances worse than any other gaming company out there because they know they can get away with it. This is just another example, Mav. This is just another example. So yes, Mav, when I saw this and I sat back and I said, man, how many devs and publishers, Mav, at this day and age outside of Nintendo would love to be able to be thrown a question about, hey, you know what? Some of the preview build, we saw a lot of reviewers were mentioning that there's some performance issues here. How many devs and publishers would love to sit back and go, we're aware, but we decided to focus on the fun factor and not worry about the performance issues so much. Like, God, come out and say that. There are very few. Now, there are some outside of Nintendo, of course, that could get away with that bullshit, but very few, Mav. And I just saw this article. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. They're just gonna write this shit and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. They're giving us fun. They're just giving us fun. I can only Nintendo sometimes.
Yeah. I think
Whatever.
it's sitting at a 90 on meta. And
it is. It's a 90 on meta.
Hundreds from a lot of people. Could be a great game. I might end
game
up
of the year.
Actually picking it up at some point, but like it's just funny seeing a comment like that from the developer and not really like no reaction, whatever from everybody. Hey, we're focused on fun here at Nintendo. We don't care about performance. You know,
Performance doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter. What do you guys expect?
You will eat the slop and love it anyways. Don't worry, it's Donkey Kong. Ugh. Again, OCD, it is about the fun. And I obviously have been somebody who comes on here and admits that there are lots of bugs and lots of problems with games that just don't bother me like it bothers other people. But
100%.
I'm talking about professional reviewers, bro. Like these people. And like I said, it is just classic to watch the hypocrisy of them slander and review bomb a game because of pop-in or some bullshit drop somewhere.
Or
And out
a
comes
Digital
Nintendo
Foundry
with a game.
video
Yes.
where you have like 2 frames
Right.
per second dropped in this one obscure section of a
I
game
can't recommend this
that gets
version.
highlighted and blown up around all of social media. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I can't recommend this
so-
version. It's inferior to the others. It's like with naked eye for everybody else. It's like looks the same. You would
The
never
shadows
notice it.
of the grass, the pixels in the shadow of the grass are obviously more blurry in this version. Cannot recommend.
Yeah, if you look here in this very 10 times zoomed in shot of the distance of the crowd in the stands right here, you will notice that the shadows reflecting off of the metal that they're standing next to is actually using temporal aliasing anti-fabricating solutions, which is lesser than the actual like other version of the game. And like what the fuck, like what am I just hearing, and like why do I care, you know? Anyway, I just made up a bunch of words or just tag words.
Sometimes what it almost sounds like, actually. So,
yeah, exactly.
Far off.
Yeah, so we can't recommend this version. As if you actually come across this section where we had 50,000 enemies, and right here we noticed that there was 2 frames drop in this section, whereas on this other version of the game we didn't notice that. Anyway, it's just absolutely crazy. Whereas here it's like all these reviewers are like, yeah, this is unplayable. 10. Let's give it a fucking 10. This is amazing. It's so fun. Like, I mean, come on.
And it's great. I just wish it was always that way with all games. It's just not consistent. It's just
it is. It is. A lot of that stuff doesn't even bother me. You know, if I prefer like, hey, if you're targeting like a great frame rate and you're solid and you're mostly hitting it for the most part, like I have no big issues with there. I have more issues when they don't give us the options for those things, or when they like just assume to know what we want, you know what I mean, as gamers, and are like, hey, this is our vision of the game and we're not gonna focus or support any other options or whatever. I always get annoyed with that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, Donkey Kong launch, rave reviews, could be a great game. We'll see. I think a lot of people are loving it right now. Yeah, I'll probably pick it up at some point, you know. It'll never go on sale, so it's not like I can say whenever there's a sale I might pick it up, because that's just not Nintendo's style. But if I ever feel the itch to play a Gorilla game, maybe I'll give it a go. I don't know. Anyway, man. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. I mean, there was some other things. You know, we did have the official announcement, you know, that Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox. That happened last week or the week before.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, last week.
Yeah, last week when we didn't have a show.
Correct.
So that was kind of big news. That's led to speculation from some, including Boom, and also because of an Insomniac post about other games possibly coming to Xbox. Do you think any of the major tentpole single-player franchises from the past generation, I will say, from PlayStation, that includes the God of Wars, you know, you could look at the Ghost of Tsushima, you could look at Horizon, Last of Us.
I love that we have Fahim Scott in during this conversation. This is like Saturday mornings, Fahim. This is like living split screen
Yeah.
for you right now, brother. Let's go. Yep, keep going, man.
Uncharted collection. any of these, do you foresee any of these hitting Xbox to find another way to make money off of the games that they're currently not investing in? Or do you see them only sticking to the games of service games?
Okay. Number one, I think it's more than just games as a service.
Okay.
There's caveats to this,
Mhm.
right? But I'm not in the camp that a lot of the Sony Defense Force is currently. And again, they just move the goalposts each and every single time, and that's fine. They're allowed to do that. Some of them act like they actually have inside knowledge from Sony, which none of them do. So they're all just reading tea leaves, like they complain that everybody else does. You're all speculating the same as we do here. I do believe there's been a shift from a mental standpoint within Sony as in regards to what Xbox means as far as competition goes. And I do think that means that there is potential, and I've said this, Steele and I have had this conversation a lot. I think there is potential, not only for Xbox, but for Switch, to get some of the older games that aren't selling consoles for Sony anymore. And everybody can scream from the top of their lungs about the ecosystem and about the identity of PlayStation. I understand that. I have been on record over and over again as stating that I still believe in exclusives and I still believe, yes, identity does matter. However, from a business standpoint, from Hiroki Totoki standpoint, the bottom line, the numbers game is more important. They are still focused on their console. I don't believe we're going to see day one games on PC, like just tomorrow. I never believed that we would start seeing their big franchises all come to Xbox or come to Nintendo. However, the older stuff, Mav, that you are bringing up, I do believe that there is potential at this point, that they have sold as much as they're going to sell. They aren't going to, it's not going to promote PlayStation anymore. Nobody thinks of, oh, Spider-Man 2018 specifically is the game that keeps me on PlayStation. No, it's the Spider-Man IP, and there's newer Spider-Man. Same for God of War. It's not the God of War 2018 where they redid God of War and made it all much, it's all modernized now. That is not the specific game that keeps people in the PlayStation ecosystem. So to go back and port those games over to an Xbox or to a Switch 2 and make some money off of them, like they did on the PC versions, yes, I think there's a potential now that they've kind of come to the understanding that Xbox is no longer competing one for one with them anymore. Now, one of my caveats here, Mav, is if they're not ready to do that with those single player games anytime soon, well, then if Xbox does come out with next generation next year, we're hearing potentially, that they're going to do a third party box first, and that their first party box will be in 2027. But let's say they do hit the next generation running, and it is exactly everything that the smoke has been telling us it is, which is basically a PC and console form, and it's going to be able to run Steam. At that point, if that launches, does Sony need to even consider porting to Xbox at that point?
Right. Yeah.
Or could they say, well, they're going to play our games on Steam. We're not going to block them. We now know they're not going to block those games. Shout out to Sony Defense Force, who were actually trying to say Sony would block those games from Steam. They're not going to do that. They're going to take that money from somebody playing on an Xbox next gen, console, whatever it's called, is going to pay on Steam. They'll take that money and run. They're not going to care about that. So then at that point, do they need to port those games over? Or are they just going to be like, hey, whenever we put our games on PC, whoever's running the new Xbox will have access to those games? Are they going to look at maybe, let's say, 20 million people still on an Xbox Series console and say, well, we want to dip our toes in there? I still think it's possible, because it's not going to take a huge amount of money to port that there, that a Spider-Man or a God of War, the originals, do go there. Like, it makes sense to me. And Switch 2, I definitely think you're going to see some titles, if they can get them to run on the Switch 2, in a good manner. And then you're gonna see some PlayStation first party titles, single player games on there. I don't think this is just games as a service anymore. But again, I'm not on board with this whole slate coming. Like
Mm-hmm.
no, PlayStation ain't doing that. Okay, PlayStation ain't even close to that. I just don't think it might not matter coming in the next generation
Yeah.
anymore. It just might
That's
not.
the thing. It's going to be kind of melted away on
Yeah.
its own over time.
Right.
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 I mean, nobody would have ever thought they would put Helldivers. A lot of people never thought they'd put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Right.
Yeah.
But they clearly are. I mean, it seems like the developers wanted to from the get go. So they're going to be able to do that. And yeah, I'm all for that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us are as gamers. I mean, again, I get the PlayStation hardcore that still think exclusive matter. Again, I still believe that Nintendo proves that's true. As a gamer, do I care where I play my games? No, I never cared where I play my games, right? And obviously, if I can play more games on one device, whether it's my PC or my next gen Xbox or whatever, I really don't care. If I can play more games there, then cool. That's great. As a gamer, I don't give a shit. But I just don't think Sony's looking at it as hardcore as they once were anymore. They're going to be looking towards, yes, Spider-Man as an IP is still going to be obviously ultra important to them. Yes, God of War and the future of God of War is still going to be ultra important to them going into next gen. But they're also going to have new IP coming down the road, according to, well, obviously we know Naughty Dog with Intergalactica. That's going to be a focus. That's going to sell PS5s, and that's going to sell next gen because they're going to have a next gen version of that PS6. That's what they're going to be focused on. They're going to be focused on whatever Cory Barlog is running, working on, which was news this week as too from Jason Schreier, kind of waffling that it's not a new IP per se, and that it's not sci-fi, which are the two things that we heard consistently that Cory Barlog was working on with that small team that kind of broke away at Sony Santa Monica while the rest of the team was working on God of War. So they're going to be focused on that stuff. That's the stuff that they're going to be pushing the consoles in the future. Spider-Man 2018 and God of War 2018, they ain't fucking doing nothing no more but sitting there collecting dust. Like that's all it's doing at this point. Like it's great. They're beautiful games. They gave Sony the boost in PS4 generation. But if you think you can sell 500,000, maybe 1 million copies of those on a Switch 2 or on an Xbox, and it's not going to cost you that much to port those old ass games anymore, then yeah, why wouldn't you if you're Hiroki Totoki? It's not going to take away from the PlayStation experience. It's not. Even as a hardcore PlayStation fan, I don't know how you would argue that's going to take away from the experience. Those old 7-year plus, let's just say it comes out in 2026, 8-year-old games. Ain't gonna do shit.
I mean, I would argue that doing day and date wouldn't take away from a gamer's experience. I mean, it might take away from people necessarily feeling like they need to buy one for those that don't have one already.
That's why I don't think Sony's ready to do that. Right. Yeah.
But as a gamer's experience, that's something that's never, like, the whole multi-plat thing just doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Like Nintendo, I think, like obviously with they're making a lot on the hardware, aspect, and that's kind of like the big part of their business is still that model. They'll be the last holdouts to do that kind of stuff, I think, and I don't know when we'll see a day and age where Nintendo games are everywhere, or if that'll ever be a thing. But I think that you're going to start to see the other two continue to melt away into kind of just becoming like games are accessible and all that kind of stuff gradually. I'm not saying it's happening overnight, but we've already seen a lot of things we never thought would happen this generation, from both sides. Obviously, Xbox has gone way farther and deeper off the deep end with that stuff, but PlayStation's doing stuff now too that people never thought would happen. And overall, what does that mean for us as gamers? For me, it just means more access to games, and people can play the games they want where they want. So, man, please bring Gran Turismo to PC.
That I can't believe hasn't happened yet. Yeah, that's crazy. But
is it in their service yet? Is PS Plus Extra?
Was it? I don't know. I think wasn't it there and then they pulled it again? I don't remember. I don't think so. Gran Turismo,
crazy.
PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, again, they're still fooling around with PlayStation Plus and all that kind of stuff
Yeah.
as well. So
Yeah, I mean it's a service that has a lot of
so.
good games in the catalog. It's just, like
Yeah.
it's weird to have first party games that are over 2 years
It is
old
not included.
not
It is
go
not.
into the service.
Right.
Like that. And for me, like any kind of service from a first party platform that is equivalent dollar wise to like something like Game Pass, that would be kind of a reasonable expectation to have the games vaulted at some point, into a service. Like even EA Play, even if you don't have premium, EA games go at like a year after launch at the latest usually. I think Dragon Age Velguard will probably be coming up here pretty soon. In the next couple months, will be hitting EA Play. And you'll probably get that in Game Pass if you have a Game Pass subscription. Um, Ubisoft has that as well for their service. It is a little strange, but it is what it is. It's just they're treating that game separately and differently than seems like even any of their other first party games over at PlayStation.
Right.
And I wonder if that's because it is such a selling point for the PlayStation as still like a hardware thing, being the simulation racing title. You know what I mean? For racers, I think right now it kind of has the name as like the premier racing title ongoing right now. So it is what it is, I guess. But we'll see.
Yeah. Interesting times, no matter what. Again, we never thought Helldivers. I mean, I thought that was the best bet to ever come was Helldivers 2. Again,
Yeah.
Arrowhead was pushing for it and all that kind of stuff. But still, at the end of the day, I didn't know if Sony was ready to do it, but it did make the most sense if you're going to do one of your games, like to bring that one over. Your best multiplayer game in decades, the most successful games as a service out of the 15 that you were trying to create. I'm being a
Oh, it was their most
top, not
successful
by
game
many.
last year, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still continuing. That success has continued. That game sells itself over and over again. That's why their player base is so high, especially on the PC side. It's not so high on the PlayStation side, according to Circana and stuff, but it's still doing extremely well. So to bring it over to Xbox and just reinvigorate that, absolutely, it makes the most sense. Xbox is the perfect place for Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, but still surprising at the end of the day to see that happen for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, Pong, it's slow news week. Not a lot to talk about. So, you want to have a short show tonight?
Yeah, we can have a short show. Of course. My bedtime is usually about 45 minutes from now. So, yeah, whatever, man. Wait, let me ask you this, Mav.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new Tron trailer?
Yes, Tron Ares. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it today. Look good. Yeah.
You still on board?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the last Tron movie I thought was pretty good that had come out. I wasn't like in love with it, but I thought it was a cool movie. I had fun watching it. I loved the one when I was a kid. I watched that so much. The old school Jeff Bridges movie. I think he was in the newer one too. I think
he's in all of them.
Yeah, and he reprised his role here. Yeah, so I'm not like a Tron Uber fan or anything like that, but I do. I love the whole aesthetic of it and stuff. That like super cyber. I wouldn't even call it cyberpunk necessarily.
No,
it's just like
it's completely cyber.
Yeah, exactly. It's like cyber neon. I don't know what to call it. Like, but yeah, it's really cool looking. I thought the trailer was great. So yeah. Also saw the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh yeah, I did see that as well today.
Which I thought was pretty good. I mean, I don't expect like the world out of those movies. I saw the first one. I thought it was pretty fun. This new trailer I thought looked pretty good. I liked Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. I thought that was pretty good. So, yeah, lots of stuff getting previews and trailers right now, setting up for the winter season and stuff.
Yeah, we gotta get through summer and then this shit will pick up again. But now it's kind of slow. But there is a ton of there's just little stuff out there that keeps kind of popping off. And again, there just wasn't a whole lot gaming wise this week, but there's still a ton coming. Like it's ridiculous how many games we have coming out and like what's actually going to show up. But it does feel like we're in a lull right now. But yeah, I just thought the Tron Ares. I've been again. I'm never gonna hold my breath on anything Disney touches ever again. Again, and you listen to us for years, you know my absolute hate of what they've done with Star Wars. We don't even bring it up anymore because I'm done doing rants on Star Wars. But I just won't hold my breath anymore on anything Disney touches. And I loved Tron. What was it? Legacy? Was the last one? Yeah, Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
Was that the video game? Was that what? Sometimes I confuse them all. But anyways, I love Tron. I've been a Tron fan since I was a little kid. Never thought I'd see it come back again. It was another one of those movie IPs that just was collecting dust at Disney, and then when they came out with Tron Legacy, I was blown away. I absolutely did love it. I still think there should be more. I can't believe we don't have like mainline AAA Tron games. It's like the perfect IP for gaming, and they've never been able to pull it off. They pulled it off in the arcades back in the day, but they've never been able to modernize it to play, to be that game. Anyways, so I've been not holding my breath for Tron Ares, but every little sliver we get, I'm like, okay. Obviously, Daft Punk breaking up, not being able to come back to do the soundtrack was a big blow. But then Disney goes out and gets 9 Inch Nails. Okay, well, as a massive 9 Inch Nails fans, okay, if you're not going to give me Daft Punk and you're going to go in a kind of a different direction, you're going to give me Trent. Okay, all in on the music. So I was already excited about that. I love the stylization that they were going for with, obviously the red. The hiring of Leto, I was like, I'm not a Jared Leto fan. He can do. He was good in Blade. I thought he was good in Blade Runner. Not everybody appreciates him. Obviously, people, panned his Joker and all that kind of stuff. I'm not the biggest fan, but I think he has roles that he can pull off. That's what I was waiting to see, was what he was going to be like in this movie. And yeah, we didn't get a whole lot, but we got enough of him, and actually a couple speaking parts too. And I kind of get what they're doing here. With this movie so far, I'm kind of picking up on the vibe they're going for. I thought from what I saw here, this might be one of the movies where I'm good with him in the role so far, from what I'm seeing. So I'm still all in. I haven't been to a movie theater I was trying to think about it today because somebody asked me if I had seen Superman. I was like, no, man, I haven't been to a movie. I think it's been 9 years, maybe plus, since I've been in a movie theater. I can't even remember the last movie. Like I can't. I have to go back and really think about it. This I might show up for in October. I might actually go to IMAX to see this because it's gonna be IMAX. Obviously, I might go see this one.
Do it.
So
Paul.
I'm pretty stoked.
Go see it.
I might.
I just want you to go to a theater. Go out.
Yeah.
Go to a theater. Go to one of the ones where you eat there. Where they come to serve you. Like we have several around us.
I don't know. I like classic movie theaters, man. I really do.
But these are, I mean, the screens are great. Like
the whole alcohol and shit is just dumb to me. Like I just
you don't have to get beer. You can just like get some.
I know. I'm just saying
pretzel sticks or nachos or hot dog or fucking burger. Most of them have pretty decent pizza. That's something that we like to do sometimes.
Did you see Superman yet?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Loved it.
Like, okay. Like, loved it? Like, Like, Solo loved it? Like, what are we talking about?
No, this was really good movie. I mean, it is a superhero movie. It is like, has a little bit more like the tropes and stuff, but it has like a good mix of serious and fun. I love the Lois Lane was a great casting. This got some funny elements to it. The Lex Luthor, the way they portrayed Lex Luthor with Nicholas Hoult, I thought he did a really good job, and like the way that they portrayed him was excellent as the villain, and kind of the motivations behind everything was really good. I thought, God, what's the guy's name that played Superman? He nailed it.
I couldn't even tell you.
Like he absolutely nailed it.
Everybody's been telling me to go see it. I'm a Superman fan, so like it's like he's one of my favorite superheroes. But I love obviously the old movies the best. I still do.
This harkens is like
kid
between.
And that's what I. I saw that, and this was what I was gonna say with his style of Superman. I'm not a Gun fan, and I hate Crypto's in this. I can't stand Crypto the dog. Okay, I've never liked Crypto.
I will tell you this.
I think it was
Crypto.
There's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason that they explain at the end, and it kind of portrays into going into more of the future and stuff. But like ultimately, he's not a big part of the movie. Like,
okay, well, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that. Like, I would say most of the movie, like, there's no Crypto.
Okay.
So it is. I don't want to spoil things. So, but like, I will say, just like,
no spoiling.
Most of the time, it's not there. Okay. So, like,
so when I saw the trailer, I was like already in.
Yeah,
I love
like
dogs. Anybody knows I love dogs. I love dogs to death. But again, the fuzzy little animals in my fucking movies, man, I'm done. I'm done with them, bro.
Like,
I saw him carrying them through the snow, and I was like, oh god,
you would rather have them in your video games, Paul? Just not in your movies.
Yes. Okay. Again, no, I don't even want them in my video games though. Like again, Star Wars Outlaws, like I was enjoying the hell out of the demo, but Nyx is still as annoying as I thought he would be. Like, why? Why do we need a cute little fluffy character or animal with everybody? Fuck off. We don't need that. And in my superhero movies, especially, I always thought in the comics, Crypto the dog was dumb as fuck. I couldn't even believe they made him. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I don't care. Like, I don't care about a superhero fucking dog. Anyways, and I love animals. But no, I'm not a Gun fan, but I did think, again, Matt, to go back to your point, the new Superman, he definitely, obviously, the portrayal was closer to, and again, I love the newer Supermans too. So I'm not like dissing on anybody here. But I was interested, but Crypto threw me off, and that was like, oh god, I really don't want to see this. But everybody's been telling me it's pretty good. I also know the spoiler about how Gunn handled Jor-El, Superman's dad, and changed him from what I know as a dad as far as attitude-wise goes, supposedly. I've seen a bunch of shit talked about. I'm not happy with that either, if that's true. But anyways, I may see it.
I think there's going to be, from my perspective regarding that, like, I think there's going to be more in the future of that character where we find out more things. And I think it was left a little bit with us still questioning a bit of that. Like, I mean,
well, Gunn said it's setting up for something bigger. Yeah. Well, I know you can't. It's so hard, but Gunn did say it's setting up for something. And again, I'm not a Gunn fan, so I don't trust him, but he said it's setting up for something unexpected to happen. And I think there's supposed to be some tie-in. He said to watch Homelander season, the new Homelander season, and it's going to somehow kind of give you an idea of where they're going. I don't know what that was about because I don't care about that shit either. But I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting that a lot of people were actually turning out and actually really loving this Superman. And it got me like, okay, well, maybe I do need to see this one. So, that's all.
Yeah, I think you would like it. Okay. But you would still have some issues with it, but I think you would overall still like it.
Of course.
Right.
Did you like Guardians, Paul?
I did like Guardians. The first one especially. Like the first one hit, like everything about it, the music, the comedy, all of that. The problem I do have from what I've been hearing about this Superman is that it does have the TikTok generation feel to it. Fast cuts, like all over the place, like not like long form scenes, like really fast, like, and that to me that does get annoying. Like that is this generation that grew up on TikTok, that grew up on,
it's not
Twitter,
it's not a slow burn.
Right.
Yeah, like a Dennis Villanueva movie. It's not that, like
right.
Yeah, and I know you're more into that shit, right? For sure.
Yes.
Yo, 3-bit.
From the trailers, it looks like. Oh yeah,
we're just about to end the show. Look at you. You just popped.
I know. I had to pop in towards the end. But, I tried.
What's going on with you? Your F1 marketing blew up everywhere. F1 supposedly was doing pretty well.
I want to see that so bad. We might see it tomorrow.
Oh man, so. That campaign was fun, man. Yeah. It was like I'm not even that into like the F1 culture until they kind of had to do it for promotion. Like everybody's
At the end of the show,
we're like, I think it's gonna be a
going.
short night. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Then 3-Bit just fucking pops in, and then now we're just fuzzy. Hey, what's up? This is cool.
Man, I fell
It's good to see you,
asleep.
brother.
I was like, whoa, late Thursday. But I think you guys should see it. I'm actually really curious to see what you guys think about it. I feel like it reminds me of, if you guys seen like Ford versus Ferrari, like the feel of it, like this guy is trying to Brad Pitt is like trying to become a good racer and he's misunderstood. You'll see. You'll see it. But it was a lot of fun doing the marketing for that for months and months. And now
apparently you did a good job, because that movie did really well, as from what I've been hearing.
Let's go. Yeah,
so
heck yeah.
Do you get props from that? Does anybody say, hey, you did so good with your trailers and your marketing that we actually want to like it, say thank
Warner
you?
Brothers is so strict. Like behind the scenes, like they are the strictest freaking company I've ever worked with. For sure. So I'm not even sure what I'm allowed to post. And I'm gonna wait a little bit, like a couple more months, see what I can post about it or whatever. But yeah, they don't play about like their footage and stuff like that for sure. Like I think I can say this. Like when you get like movie footage from like Warner Brothers and stuff, it's very protected, and they make sure like even if someone's in your house, like they have guidelines about like who's near your computer, like who's allowed to see it. Like it goes that deep.
So is he allowed to be around you when you're working on that stuff?
No one's allowed to be around me technically.
Wow.
When I'm working. They even said like make sure your computer is locked, they go pretty extra for sure.
So you have to tell your wife to like get the fuck out. I gotta do some work.
Pretty much. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, go watch it. I'm curious what you guys think.
Sup, Fuzz? How you doing, man?
Fuzz.
Sorry for being so late. I wanted to make sure at least I had the list for tidbits, so I had to
cool, man.
put this together real quick.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, it's like I know it's really hard for everybody on Thursday nights. It's like we're just got a lot going on, But yeah, we had some fun conversations, Pongo. It's like almost like PM in the PM to begin the show, and all of a sudden now it's like a mix of like is FSP Ultimate type thing going on now.
Yeah.
We even got tidbits ready.
Yeah, we're gonna do a fucking tidbits. This is the first tidbits in months.
Go. Let's freaking
just let me know when you're ready for it, and we'll launch the tidbits. I don't have the intro thing set up for it right here though. I need to do that.
All good. I was hearing your guys' conversation when I was like getting ready to hop on. I haven't seen Superman yet. Just from what I've seen in the trailers, like maybe it's a little bit misleading with like the dog. Like he seems like a big part of it. So, but I haven't seen the movie. The camera angles and stuff is really interesting. Like it seems like they use some fisheye lens when he's flying and stuff. Like it's very.
There's some really.
I think
cool
James Gunn
scenes.
did that before. Yeah.
Really cool.
So I'm interested. Like I want to see how they handle like the flying, and something James Gunn seems to be pretty good at is handling so many different characters in one movie. Like he did with Guardians. So like I'm not necessarily worried about that. I was initially, because I'm like, how do you handle seeing all these different characters in one movie, and it not feeling not as focused or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm gonna see Fantastic Four next week, and then at some point I'm gonna see Superman.
That's a good call out though on the focusing on a character, because like there's a lot of other characters in this. You have you have a Green Lantern.
From that trailer I've seen the Metamorphosis.
You have Hawk Girl. You have Crypto. You have a couple of villains.
The Mr. Terrific black dude.
And he's awesome. Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, people seem to really like him.
Yeah, he like the funny thing is like, oh, I don't know if I should say that.
I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, he was absolutely awesome in this movie. But like still it felt really focused on being a Superman movie despite all these other characters that were coming in, right?
Yep.
So that was really cool. And I think part of it was the motivation of the villain versus the hero and stuff there.
Yep.
And it kind of like they just kind of nailed that aspect for me. And the whole Lois Lane relationship there too. Like Amy Adams was a good Lois Lane, I think, but like the original, like from back in the Christopher Reeve days, like she was great at Lois Lane. So this is always in my image of like Clark Kent and Lois Lane was like from those Christopher Reeve movies. And like I don't even know that name of the actress's name, but like she nailed it as like Lois Lane.
Yeah, they seem to have
Margaret.
a little bit more
It's Margaret. What?
Margot Kidder, is that it? No.
Yeah, Kidder. Yeah, Kidder. I think you're
Margot
right.
Kidder.
Margaret
Yeah,
Kidder.
yeah.
Margaret. Yeah, Margot. Yeah. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, just from the trailers, they seem like they had pretty good chemistry. Amy Adams and Henry Cavill, I feel like had.
Yeah, they were great. They were great too. Yeah, for sure.
It was like, I do love Man of Steel still. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was a different take of Superman for sure, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this
I've
one.
liked all the Superman. I mean, Dean Cain's Superman I thought was great.
Did you
I
watch
liked,
Smallville at all?
Yeah, Smallville. I was just gonna say I
Freaking love
watched the first
Smallville.
couple seasons of Smallville. Loved that too. I can't remember the dude's name that played. I thought that was freaking fantastic as well. But obviously Christopher Reeve, I grew up on him, and I think he's the perfect Superman. He's just
Yeah.
he's so great, bro. So great. But Henry Cavill, in a lot of ways, brought a little Christopher Reeves too, from a certain standpoint, just from a stature standpoint, and a heroic standpoint that I thought did play well. And I liked Cavill, and I would have loved to see him continue. I was disappointed when Gunn said they weren't going to go in that direction.
Yeah.
But be that as may, I want to give this one a chance because what I did see outside of crypto, right, and some of the shit that I heard, this Superman did look like a cool mix of what I remember growing up and a newer version. So I want to see it.
That's kind of 100% how I describe it.
Yeah.
We got a couple things here. Thatch, member for 18 months, says, so good to see you guys back. Hey, so good to see everybody in the chat back as well. Appreciate y'all. Jay Rembert hit us with a $2 super chat. Said TTS bots. Yeah, we're TTSing a little bit, but not too much. We're keeping it tame. Yeah, there's been lots of crazy news.
Yeah, I heard your guys' Nintendo rant for a little bit. I was like,
yeah.
Freaking funny, man. It's so funny. Nintendo, the amount of stuff Nintendo can get away with is this highway robbery. It's funny to me though. It's actually really funny.
Well, we ready for tidbits, Fuzzy? Okay. Have you ever been on what's this for a tidbits, Paul?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'd have to think maybe way back when you first started. Maybe I showed up for one. I don't think so though.
Popping your cherry here with it. All right, everybody. So I don't have the video loaded up. I forgot to add it, but hey, this is Tidbits, the segment where we look ahead at the games releasing for the week. Being that it's Thursday, maybe they've already released. I don't know how this list is going to go, but we're about to find out.
This is the perfect place for us to do an awesome training montage, don't you think?
They're focused on the fun, everybody. Ignore the performance issues.
Speaking of Nintendo.
How much is this one? $70?
Fuzzy, you're muted.
And practice all sorts of awesome moves.
You're on mute, Fuzz.
Fuzz,
After the other,
you're muted, Fuzz.
stronger, getting faster.
There you go.
Yeah, it's $69.99. Came out today. Picked it up today. Still haven't installed it yet, but yeah, $70 and focused on the fun as opposed to performance.
Yeah. Let us know how it performs for you if you get it.
So cool.
All right, this next one is Neon Abyss 2. It's an early access on PC, going for $17.99 out today.
Okay.
Love the first Neon Abyss. Freaking fantastic.
I don't think I ever played it.
What? Oh, so good, bro.
It's
What is it on?
definitely
It's a
worthwhile.
roguelike.
console?
It's on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Is it co-op?
The new one might be.
The first one wasn't.
The first one
I don't know if
was
this
not. No.
I don't think this one is.
So is this one something you're gonna get, Pong?
I don't know. Not now. I got too much shit to play. But it'll be on my list for sure. I'll get it at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause I did actually really enjoy the first one.
Did you get a new mic, Pong?
Nope.
I don't remember those lights on it.
Yeah,
Because I got it up higher, so you can probably
Oh,
see
okay.
it. I moved it up after a while. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice it now.
Beyond Abyss 2. It's $30?
Yeah.
Is that how much it is?
17.99.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Available on Steam.
No, nothing else?
The first
Pretty
one's
sure
everywhere.
it's probably on
Might
Epic
start
and
as-
Dog, but
Not on consoles.
Not yet.
not on consoles yet. It's just early access right now.
Okay. It looks fun, man. You probably already said all this. So. I'm asking you to repeat yourself. Yeah, I like how colorful it is.
Yeah, what in the world? That looks fun.
Sweet.
Neon Abyss 2. Okay. Oh, it's out now. Okay. Wow.
This next one is RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business. If you haven't
Great
purchased RoboCop yet, it's $29.99 to get the game and the DLC. If you already have the game, it's $3.99 for the DLC.
Or it's on
Right
Game
on.
Pass, too. Just for the game itself.
Yeah,
This is a fantastic game.
it's really good.
Yeah, I started playing it. The first one.
You're in the beginning? Okay.
Towards the beginning.
Yeah, there's some hardcore story elements in the RoboCop game.
RoboCop is here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not a threat. We're not
I don't want
Straight
to
up
spoil it.
from the
I just
movies. They
want people to
captured it.
experience it.
They captured the feel so good. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You got to go back and watch the original RoboCop. It's so good.
mercenaries. What do you know?
I've never seen the remake.
True that they returned to
You haven't?
No, is it good?
It's oh. Well, you're talking to the
I
old
haven't
guy
seen
here
the
that
remake
is
either.
nostalgia for it, so it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have y'all seen
I
the
thought they-
Judge Dredd remake?
Yeah.
Not remake, but new Dredd movie. I'm saying new, but
Suppose
it's like
there's another
over
one coming out.
fucking 10 years old, I think.
Correct.
New.
Yeah.
It's the one where they're in the apartment building and
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
gets locked down. Yeah.
But that was really cool.
Yeah, my problem with the remake is like, I like how kind of bulky he is in this one. They tried to make it all like,
Yeah, they made him
New
streamlined,
tag.
like super.
yeah. I didn't like that.
They made him like if Elon designed him.
Yeah. Very slick design and yeah. IGN gave it a 6. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't get great reviews coming up, but again,
surprising.
it is what it
I thought it controlled well. It was fun. I don't know.
Wake up.
This one is Shadow Labyrinth. I'm in the PS5, Series X and S, Switch 1 and 2, and PC
Oh, this is the
this
Pac-Man.
Thursday for $29.99.
This is the Pac-Man re-envisioning of Pac-Man.
Oh,
we saw
that's
the
right.
anime. Yes.
Oh, okay.
What was the Amazon series? I forget the name. I always forget the name of that anime series.
Oh,
they put out.
something level.
Yeah. Was it
Oh,
next
Secret Level.
Was it?
Secret Level. I
No,
think.
Secret Level's like
Yeah.
the one that has
Yeah.
like the. Oh yeah. It was
Oh, no.
It
Secret
has all
Level.
the different stuff.
Yes.
right?
Yes, it was.
Yep.
But yeah, this is this is the Pac-Man game.
It's funny.
But sometimes
Like, how can we turn Pac-Man into a
a swordsman needs
soulsy
more than
roguelike
a sword.
game?
It's the sound too. The
Don't just
It's the
defeat,
weirdest combination of shit, bro.
yeah.
Now you got
I'm not
Beast
gonna lie
Wars all of
though.
a sudden.
I want to play it.
I don't.
No, I haven't.
It
wanna
looks-
check it out.
I don't know, man. It's like I don't know. I think the
It's
art
like
style doesn't do
Metroidvania,
anything
a
for
bunch of
me.
mix.
It's just so crazy that I just
embrace your
I just
true
have to experience
purpose. Become the apex predator.
They should just go back to Pac-Man the cartoon and make that a game. Like bring that cartoonish style forward. I love Pac-Man the cartoon.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is The Wandering Village. Now, I thought this had released before, but I guess it was in like early access. So this is coming to PS4 and 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, Switch, and PC this Thursday for $19.49 on Xbox, and I think it's $26.99 everywhere else.
Very Ghibli.
Yes, very Ghibli. Is this the one with the on the back, on the city on the back of the? Yeah, we saw. I remember seeing this for the first time like
I don't.
2 years ago.
Where at
Mhm.
Gamescom?
Was it either at the? Was it at the Xbox show or was it at the Future Game Show? Like, I think maybe it was the Future Game Show.
I
The
could've
city
sworn
builder
this
on the
thing
back of
released
it.
in-
I know. That's what I thought too, Fuzz.
Now, obviously, the gameplay is not going to be like this cartoon that they're
Yeah, no.
showing now.
No, city builder, right?
Yeah.
I like the style though. You know, it's my
The Wandering
bag.
Village.
now available. So that's a city builder.
I think I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty much, yeah. Right, this next one is only on PC. It's called The King is Watching. Comes out Monday, July 21st for $14.99.
It's like a Castle Crashers.
They only work when he's looking,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so you got to strategize where you're gonna face the king, maybe.
probably. That's what I'm getting from it. Alvin with the $5 super chat says, "Speaking of Judge Dredd, I hear Taika Waititi is on to direct the reboot. I have questions."
Yeah, I have massive. Whatever.
He was supposed to do Akira too, but
Thank God he didn't.
yeah, he didn't.
What all has Taika Waititi done? He's done some Mandalorian stuff, I think, right? And
He's done the Thor: Love and Thunder. Was not good, but he did Ragnarok, which I freaking love. So that was one.
Old Light City Builder. Okay, I like
Your
this.
units only work where you're looking, so you constantly have to adapt to
Yep.
the next threat. And honestly,
do.
it's really addictive. Each run lets you upgrade your king, so you can get stronger and more efficient over time. Unexpected events will keep shaking things up too, like making sure every session feels fresh.
I'm all
and
about
different.
these. I know
It's a
people
free
are sick
demo
of
right
card
now, actually, you can try. So
deck
go check it out.
roguelikes, but
Super fun.
I still enjoy them.
Wow, that's
was-
not what I was expecting.
No, not at all.
Ludo.
That was a
How can you distinguish?
Right, this
between
next
what is
one,
real?
Ludo is coming to PS5, Series X and S, and PC for $19.99 next Tuesday, July 22nd.
What
I'm getting
happens when
PT vibes in
everything
that
starts
house.
to feel wrong? To see
No, I don't walk by like mannequins draped with sheets.
like a trick.
story about hope and dreams, man.
Oh my god.
Secrets.
No.
That's just cool.
Love. You'd be fine.
What's that one game that's Pong's favorite game that they showed?
None. None of
It was
these are
that
my
horror
favorite games.
game.
Yeah, no.
What was it called? Oh. Ill. Yeah.
Oh, Fuzzy, you guys gonna cover the Annabelle story
Oh.
on your horror show?
Yeah, Kate was telling me about that, dude.
Bro, I got video of
Well,
them blowing up the dog.
you know, all of 911, the call center stuff went down, so maybe we will. We're supposed to be doing Jeepers Creepers as the movie, but we're probably going to talk about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. You got your tidbits here.
No, you're good.
You
Yeah,
put all
that
this work into
Annabelle
it.
story was crazy.
Don't mess around.
All right, this next one is Monument Valley 3, coming this Tuesday, July 22nd for $17.99 on PS4 and 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, as well as Switch.
puzzle game. I like
Yeah.
chill puzzles. I
Is
just
this the
don't have time
game
for
the dude was playing on House of Cards? You guys watch House of Cards?
No.
He was like playing a game. Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
It's crazy.
That's a
Good show.
stupid 3-bit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. No.
No, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I remember seeing this one too.
High five. Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, ARPG,
Nice.
Zelda-S style. Looks pretty dope.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, this one
Zelda-esque.
is Undermine 2, and that is in early access on PC coming next Tuesday for $19.99.
Nice. Co-op. Very Zelda-ish. I like it. Old school Zelda.
Def Leppard is a House of Cards fan.
Is he?
Heck yeah. He understands.
Yeah, he said House of Cards was good.
It
Is that
shows
the
the
game he
change.
was playing on House of Cards? Death Leopard?
The President dude was playing Monument Valley 2. I didn't even know there was a first one.
That was a Kevin
Oh.
Spacey show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his wife was the person from As You Wish. What was that called? Princess. He's like rolling down the hill. As You Wish.
Wildgate. Oh, I remember seeing this one too.
Can't remember.
All right, this next one is Wildgate, coming to PS5, Series X and S, and PC next Tuesday on July 22nd for $29.99.
It's got a cool ship fighting and ship and
But hey,
actual hand-to-hand
I'm
first
sure
person.
you'll be fine.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Princess Bride.
Well,
Thank you.
you're gonna
Thank you.
need a tough team.
Time to break something. Hello, Luke.
Ooh, this is nice.
An even tougher ship. Quality upgrade. Keep her flying.
And I thought there was another game similar to this that had, I guess, more realistic graphics
Jump ship
in
something.
comparison.
Yes, there is a couple
Or
of.
the other crews will blast you and take your loot. That's a distinct possibility.
Outrun or outgun.
So get ready. When your airtight plan goes out the
It's
air
pretty
body-
dope. You get to control the guns from first person. Like that's
Yeah.
the turrets and shit. That's kind of cool. Like if you had a crew, this is kind of cool.
Stealing their stuff.
Hell, use their turrets.
It's like Sea of Thieves in space.
Yeah, this looks pretty fun.
Overloaded their reactor.
Is that NPCs they're fighting against?
Nah, I think there are other teams, but maybe they do
And the
bots.
retakes.
I remember the PlayStation 3 game. Was it Warhawk?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was like the always online like
Make it
Yep.
kind of thing, you know?
Everybody hated it because it was always online, but it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool, man.
My artifact.
It's gonna
That was a
be
good
one
comparison
hell
phone.
of a
Like they're
story.
fixing the ship,
Yeah.
like Sea of Thieves. Yeah,
Yeah, just like Sea of Thieves.
That's cool.
Sea of Space.
Wildgate.
Oh, imagine Rare's next
know.
game is Sea of Space.
It's gonna piss
Now
me.
that Everwild is canceled.
Freaking Rare. Oh man, Rare. Good old Rare.
All right, this next one is Duranko Wanko.
It's
Coming
Nintendo
to
Dogs.
Switch this
Nintendo Dogs.
Wednesday,
Let's go.
July 23rd for $4.99. Now,
Yep.
if you're a PC player, it's free on Steam.
It's rebranded Nintendogs.
Oh my! Look at that frame rate. Oh my gosh.
What is going on?
10 out of 10.
Yep. Hey, they were focused on fun first.
Yep. Ooh, Duranko.
All right, this next one is Wheel World from Annapurna.
Nice.
Coming to PS4 and 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC next Wednesday, July 23rd for $19.99. If you got Game Pass Ultimate, it's included in your subscription.
Yeah, I
Remember
remember
the
seeing
skull in the front of the
yeah.
bicycle. Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh,
can totally
cool.
upgrade your bicycle. Oh,
Whoa,
what the?
that was a naked
Whoa,
body bike.
you got a body.
that was a naked body
I didn't see
bike.
a seat. I didn't see a seat either. I don't know what you're doing. Okay.
This is something I would definitely play.
Yes.
Guys, like for some reason, I just like to stand behind my bike.
I guess that's better than riding the hot dog.
Yeah, that is true.
Open world.
The glizzy.
Leave it to Annapurna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
All right, this next one is WWE 2K25 coming to Switch 2 for $69.99. This coming Wednesday, July
15
23rd.
frames. What do you think?
Nah, they'll hit
Being generous.
30. Maybe.
30?
I think if you want to play this game portable, you're better
Yeah.
off with a PC handheld. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess if you don't have a PC handheld and you only have a Switch 2, I guess.
Those
but-
faces on them. Yo.
$1,000 for the
20.
Xbox PC handled potentially.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
holding out hope for 800 or 900, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And that's
was that
it
it?
for this coming week. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good. Pretty good week.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Some
Pretty
surprises
good.
in there.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some solid indie games in there. For sure.
Yeah.
Undermine 2 was a highlight for me. I like Wildgate and Wheel World. Wait, there was one in the beginning.
Yes. Come on.
Beyond
heck was that
Abyss
called?
2.
Neon Abyss 2.
Yeah.
Yes,
Neon
yes,
Neon
there.
Abyss 2 and Wheel World probably are ones I'm maybe most interested to play. Maybe that the
Wildstar one or whatever.
Wildstar one kind of looked interesting,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
that seems like really like focused on multiplayer, and I don't want to
Yes.
take on another multiplayer game right now. I don't think so. Anyway, hey Fuzzy, thank you for doing the tidbits, man. Super appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Thank you for showing up randomly 3-bit. It was awesome to see you come back and hang out with us for a little while. I know you couldn't resist
Yeah,
the
we'll go-
Superman
yeah,
conversation.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, everybody, appreciate everybody in the chat for being here tonight for this episode. We'll be back again next Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time as well. But hey, Fuzzy, tell everybody where they can find your rambles and rants.
I know it was a short appearance, but greatly appreciate being here with you guys. Always love doing this. Sorry for the late run of throwing the tidbits together, but wanted to make sure you guys had that for
No,
tonight.
it's all
And,
you, man. You're good. If you're not here, tidbits doesn't happen, and super happy just to have it whenever you're able to do it, man. It's absolutely awesome. Appreciate it.
But you can always find me on social media. Just do a search for Fuzzy Belvedere. And what do you call it? Breakfast with Boom, 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then Fright Night with Ferocious Fee, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about Jeepers Creepers. So if you've seen it, definitely hang out in the chat.
Right on. Appreciate you. Yeah, check out the Fright Night, Ferocious Fee, and all your shows. Sometimes I'm lurking and just listening to the movies and stuff you guys are talking about. It's absolutely great show.
You got to talk about Annabelle, real world.
Yeah,
horror.
you'll
You
have to
gotta.
talk about
Yeah,
it.
no, we'll definitely touch on it because when I got
Show
a
the
text
video. Show the video of him
and
pulling
the
it out.
about the 911 going out, and
Yeah,
it winds up being somehow Annabella's traveling through. It's like,
There's some free.
yeah, we'll touch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-bit. Thanks for being here, bro. It's awesome to see you tonight. Been a while. I haven't been able to hop on one of your shows yet since we come back, but I'm gonna try and do it hopefully soon. But tell everybody where they can find you, sir, and Pixelated Echoes.
Yep. Pixelated Echoes Sunday. I also been watching some horror movies. I finished watching all the Final Destinations. RIP to Tony Todd, freaking legend. And yeah, that's pretty much where you guys can watch the shows. It's gonna be a good one this upcoming week. On the side, I'm doing some just fun skits. The Two Black Editors, if you guys see, it's like a skit where me and another editor guy are just going through some crazy stuff. So look out for that on Blue Sky, and yeah, and see you guys on the next one. Bye.
All right, man. Super appreciate you, 3-bit, as always. I've been missing you, dude. And the one and only Pong Soul. Tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Yeah, man, it was great to be back on a Thursday night. I did miss last week. Last week didn't have any shows, so it was good to be back here. Good talk with you, Mav, to start the show, but freaking, cherries on top show up here with Fuzz and 3-Bit rolling on through. Two brothers I
feels about to
don't
be
talk to
over.
as much anymore. Yeah, man, so it's freaking great. Love you all. Chat, you guys were absolutely amazing. Again, rocking and rolling with us, coming out here on a Thursday night. So glad to have you guys here, especially on a low week as far as news goes. Not anything major happening. Again, I think we've all had plenty here over the past couple months, so this is okay too to have one of these shows. But obviously, Fuzzy saved the day with the tidbits. That was fun to do with you guys. So thank you, everybody. Love you all, and nothing but respect. And this is part of my therapy. So it's great to be back in the seat again. So, anyways, everybody, you guys know how to find me, Pong Soul, everywhere. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Not as active as I once was, but that may change at some point next year. Who knows? We'll see what's going on. But follow me, I'll follow you back. Otherwise, this week, coming up on Saturday, you know where you got to be. You got to be at Living Split Screen. Split Screen is all one word. That's right. Me and my brother from another steel range should be going live. As of right now, we are 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time, 3+ hours. Buckle up and get ready. We'll do some catching up, and him and I, we'll probably fill 3+ hours. That's just how it goes. It doesn't matter what type of week it is. But drop on in, say hi. Saturday mornings. We'll take you from your morning to your afternoon to your night, depending on where you are in the world. And then obviously, we should be set to go. Fuzzy, I haven't heard anything different this week from PTK Blam. PTK had a last-minute deal show up last week, so we should be back for the Shop podcast on Sunday night. I was going to miss last week anyways because I was hanging out with my dad, and I actually wound up a little extended time. So, but this week we should be back. The Shop podcast, PTK Blam's channel. Fuzzy Belvedere, myself, and who knows, he usually has a guest or two show up, and that is now at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Central Time. So be there on Sunday for the Shop podcast. Otherwise, it's the golden age of gaming, people. So get out there, enjoy whatever you're playing. There is something for everybody right now. Actually, there's probably 1,000 games for everybody. Play what you love what you play. I'll talk to you all real soon. Mav, get us out of here, brother.
Right on, man. Oh, yeah. And, so we'll be back next Thursday. But also, guys, me and Kate started something. I don't know if you've seen on socials and stuff. But we will be having another podcast at some point. We're working on things to get that going. But we do have the channel up. It's called Sup Babe. So you can go check that out. And we right now we're doing some vlogging stuff where we're just kind of driving around. You get to see me stuff my face with the fucking Arby's beef.
I can't watch that. It makes me hungry. Like, it makes me ridiculously hungry.
Yeah, man. We run around and run our errands, getting our lunches and food and stuff. So far, we went and got, I fucking forgot the first place that we got already.
That burger looked good.
Oh, yeah, I got Brahms. Yeah, I got Brahms.
Yeah, that looked great.
Yeah, and then we got Arby's, so
Arby's still.
she got Hawaiian Bros the other day. So we posted our second video today on that brand new channel. Again, Sup Babe Network on YouTube. So check that out if you're interested in different kinds of content besides gaming. And we'll have our show where we're just going to talk about whatever coming out hopefully soon. I'll stay tuned. I got to get some more equipment and stuff to make it all work, but it's something we're working on. So thank you all for being here and appreciate it. And I hope you all have an awesome night. Take it easy. Peace out.
Bye.
And there's my outro. Peace.
Oh,